Testing, testing balls. All right. Welcome back to another exciting Thursday evening coming at you live from the city of brotherly slugs, motherly drugs, and some cuddly ass hugs. I'm one half of the channel. I go by Dr. Laz, and with me is...
Rockstar.
And tonight, we'll be guessing and blathering. All right. Well, at least we're going to be trying to. We will see how many people we get in here. We hope to get some games going. Some guest espionage, some blathering round. The Guessing Games Championships 2K25 edition. EA Sports. It's in the game. We welcome any of you out there who are watching and who would like to participate in some games. We'd love to have you. Normally we have a live webcam, but tonight we're going with the avatars because it's kind of hot in Philadelphia right now. At least it feels really hot without air. So, yeah. So unless you want the birthday suit hot tub stream, which I don't want, we're gonna stick with the avatars for tonight.
Griff the Merciless.
Griff the Merciless in the building. Griff the Merciless is in the motherfucking building.
Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of your women.
There you go. That's the Merciless Conan the Barbarian.
That was the song of our people.
Sorry, I've not been rushing time. Hey, Griff, you never have to apologize, man. Our time zones are all messed up. We're all over the place, so yeah. I'm just glad. Hey, even if you're here just for a few minutes before you go to bed, or I don't know what time it is over there, but hey, I'm just glad you're here.
Yeah, we're happy to see
Even if it's just for a few minutes. Hey, man, thanks for stopping in.
We're happy to see you.
Got some things going on this side of town. Tomorrow I will be starting a podcast called Pop Culture Trainwreck, and it'll be on the Media Trainwreck channel on YouTube. I'll try to find a link, but it's gonna be a live stream, so it's gonna be a total different live stream from here. It's not gonna be on Twitch. I don't think it will be on Twitch, at least. Maybe I can somehow get it on the Sip Chat Play channel. That would be interesting. But it's going to be in a pop culture train wreck show. And
So you're 5 hours ahead of us, Griff.
You made some sausages, so you're up a little bit longer. Okay. Yeah, you can't go to sleep with them sausages. Let them settle first, right? So anyway, the Pop Culture Trainwreck podcast. I was approached by Jimmy Corhan, the man who runs the studio, one of the number one hustling guys in Philadelphia. When I say hustling, I mean like he's always busting his ass. He's always working in the studio. He's trying to get so many shows off, his own movies, his own shows, everything going off. And he's always helping others. I'm very happy to have to finally become friends with him in a sense. Like, we were Facebook friends for a while. I did a comedy show for him so long ago, years and years and years ago. So it's finally it made sense that we finally linked up back together. And the other show that we do, Drunken and Gaming, is shot at his studios. So he approached me to host a pop culture podcast, and I didn't know what the hell to do, or because I've been in a bunch of podcasts in the background, but I'm always the background guy. It wasn't until we started Sip Chat Play where, I'm constantly talking, pretty much trying to keep talking the entire time that we're on.
Which is something I apologetically am very bad at.
But she is getting, I would say, a lot better, and we're all trying to get better as far as this Twitch thing, and just becoming better live streamers and content creators. Yeah, you kind of have to just know how to bullshit. That's that's, and I'm not really good at it either. There's a lot of dead air when I'm on, but I try to fill it up with anything, even if it's just bullshit. But yeah. So anyway, I was approached by this guy Jimmy, I shouldn't say this guy. He's a friend of mine. He runs a studio, and he wanted me to run host a podcast for him, and he wanted to do a live stream. I guess because he knows we handle the Sip Chat Play live streams, at least twice a week, at least. So I had to come up with some segments. So I thought of a couple segments. Originally, I thought of like 3 or 4. I think it was 4, and then some other segments just hit me. So I got 6 segments. I'm not sure if we're gonna get to all 6 of them. Maybe we'll discuss them here tonight. See what you guys think of them, and if they're gonna be worth using for tomorrow's podcast. But it's gonna be pretty much just all pop culture bullshit: movies, music, TV shows. I'm sorry, TVs. Yeah, we're gonna talk about TV models. The JVC number 4H351. It was a revolutionary television model where you could actually use. It was the first one you could use one of those international remotes for it. Change the game. I'm bullshitting about all that.
Griff, I was listening to Talking Heads the other night, so it's funny that you bring them up.
Yeah, Talking Head said you talk a lot, but you're not saying anything. For a streamer, that's the goal, really. Yeah, just to keep on keeping on. And that's the reason why I focus so much on movies, because I'm obsessed with them. Ever since I was a teenager. I love writing films, and I've always been going to movie websites, always trying to find out, the making of this, the making of that, what's going on here, what's going on there. So, even though it's a pop culture podcast he hired me for, I do see it heavily leaning into movies more than anything else. I'm not a series watcher. I don't dedicate myself to too many series. I love old sitcoms, but yeah, I'm not too much of a series guy. And as far as music, I'm all over the place with music. There's certain genres I refuse to listen to, but besides the one or 2 genres, I'm open to everything. I love everything, and so yeah, expect that on the pop culture train wreck. Okay, I have been bullshitting a lot, so let's get this espionage game set up. Hopefully, there's a couple people out there that would like to play. I don't know who's out there. Besides Griff, thank you again. Shout out to Griff, and let's plug it the right way. Boom, there we go. Right there, up top, in the middle. Wise Fools Podcast on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Look up the Wise Fools Podcast on YouTube. Give them a like, give them a subscribe, tell them I sent you, and just watch and enjoy. There you go. And also, I gotta mention Shrub God on the upper left-hand side. Shrub God. And on the upper right-hand side, you got the Bob Show. So you check out all 3 of them. You hit subscribe to all 3 channels. On Twitch as well. And tell them I sent you. We also have Drunken and Gaming on the bottom right-hand side. Drunken and Gaming is a channel that I actually... also star in videos. We have a series right now called Darren and Jason Sega Genesis A to Z. So we try to play every single Sega Genesis game from A to Z. And right now, I believe we're on the E's. Yeah, I think we're still on the E's. So there you go. Those are our... and then moosestumpsbooks.com. There you go. Now we plugged everything nice and early. Maybe we'll bring it back a little later. Let's get this thing set up. Now, the problem with this game, Espionage, is that as soon as you enter this screen here, you have background fodder that starts coming in from the people having the conversations in the background. That's my only issue with this game. Besides that, we love playing this game. But that's the only thing I don't like. Like, Mad vs. City is perfect because it plays that, like, hip-hop beat nonstop. And that's it. There's no talking. So for that game specifically, I put the headset on because... having like a nice little rhythm to listen to also kind of helps you talk in a sense. Is that weird to say? But I think that's another reason why some live streamers, they play music in the background of their streams, because I think it puts you in a comfort level. It puts you at a comfort level and in a comfort zone. You listen to some lo-fi beats or something, obviously something royalty free.
The time and location details are encrypted into algorithms piggybacking
and I think it
on
helps
emails from a server
helps you
We still need sporks.
Get shit off your chest. All right, let me make sure cover up this here. All right, there. And anyone out there that would like to play some guest espionage, we'd love to have you. It's a simple game. It's a guessing game. There's not much to it. You just guess a number, and then other people guess higher or lower. And then when you're not guessing a number, you get to guess higher or lower. It doesn't get more simpler than that. We'd love to have you. Please let us know.
He's in charge of our couples department.
Boom, I'm in the game.
He's in charge of listening in on thousands of couples.
Wow. Any good dating advice?
The music could also be a talking point or cover up for any dead air. Yeah, you're right too, because that's a great point. Because and Griff, Rockstar will send you the code. But the music, there's been times where I would be on channels where, even if they're playing, let's say they're playing a side scroller or something like that, but they have this background music on. Sometimes the music will catch my ear, and I'm like, "Yo, this track is good. Like, I want to know a little more about it." And so I might even ask in the chat. Like, I've done that before. So I definitely agree. Like, the music can be a talking point, especially if you're introducing people to some good shit. It's not that typical stuff that anyone can find.
Oh, it's a hot one today, isn't it?
Sure is. Tomorrow will be even hotter, they say.
Yes. So we did the weekend box office wrap-up report on Tuesday.
Oh, geez, that's gonna be
But we are going to do it again
Yeah.
tomorrow
personally,
for
I prefer
the
cold over
Pop
heat
Culture
any day.
Train Wreck
too.
I
podcast.
just don't like hot weather.
And then also, so you guys know,
I'm with
the
you.
random movie
So I'd
questions
much
that I
rather be, like,
ask
a little
here,
bit chilly than
we've
sweaty.
surmounted about
My thoughts
215
Wow.
It's moments
so
like these
far,
that I don't get when
and
4% of people enjoy
I'm going to use
office
some of them
small
for the
talk.
I completely
podcast, the Pop Culture Train Wreck thing. At the end, we're going to do a little trivia show. So I'm going to have a couple people on as a panel, and I'm going to ask a question, one of our random movie questions. I'll look at them right now, and let's go with the last one we asked. Can you name one of the last ones we asked? Can you name a film with a job in the title? That was one of the last ones we asked. So I'll ask that, and then I'll give each person around on the round table 15 seconds to answer. And they have to come up with an answer within 15 seconds or they get eliminated. And then we kind of do a knockout way of playing each question, So all the questions I ask have multiple answers. So there's a way to play it so that, we go around and around and around. All right, so I'm going to grab my paperwork. Give me a second, because I want to at least go over some of the stuff that I'm going to go over on the podcast.
Okay.
See if I can get some
And what about the other one?
critiques, because like I said, this is my first time actually running a podcast myself. For years, I was a background person for the Eric Toddcast, for the Passive Aggressive Hour, and I love being in the background for those podcasts. Once in a while, I'll say something, I'll get a laugh, but most of the time I was running the boards, or at least assisting the boards.
Starting today.
Oh, hey.
So this is the first time where someone's going to be running the boards for me, and I'll just be, bullshitting for a while. But I do have a couple guests too. I have Jason Hazelwood. For those of you not familiar with Jason Hazelwood from the Drunken in Gaming series, he's going to be one of the guests. And I also have another comedian, John Kensel. John Kensel, he's one of the funniest guys in Philadelphia. One of my favorite comedians. A mentor to me. When people
I didn't take it.
ask who's your favorite comedian in and around Philadelphia, I always say John Kensel. He's just naturally funny all the time. And recently, there's been an old buddy of mine who his podcast blew up like huge, and my buddy John Kensel has been on his podcast a lot, and people love him in that community. So it's good to see him get his flowers in a sense, at least within another podcast community.
40% of those were scantily clad, gorgeous.
All right, I'm gonna grab this paper. Give me a
100% of which
second.
reminded me that I need to up my personal grooming game.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Hey, for the game later, can you pick up some finger food? Like chips and dip? Just take it out of petty cash.
I already did, but there was only enough for one, so I got dip.
You got dip without chips. What do we put
All
in
right,
dip?
here we go.
You said finger food.
I write everything in a notebook,
Yep,
and then I rip the
that's about our
papers
best
out.
option at this point.
I know that's weird. That's just how I am. I'm about that old school writing. My writing is horrible though. It's trash. It's like my penmanship is god awful. Only I can understand it, so I could definitely
Attention Sector 5
write down
interns, the
passwords on
toilet cam is in
paper and
need
no
of
one would know.
cleaning. Deep cleaning.
Jason Hazelwood, and it came up with a guy eating a suit feeding a fish sandwich. Okay, Jason.
It makes perfect
I'll tell you who it
sense.
is.
All soda is called Coke until you need to be specific.
Jason Hazelwood. Well, go to Drunken and Gaming. That's his channel. I mean, it's our channel in a sense, but it is his channel. He oversees it, does all the editing, and I just happen to be lucky that I star in everything with him. So, go to Drunken and Gaming, and that is Jason Hazelwood's channel. He's got all his videos up there. A lot of stand-up comedy videos are up there, and yeah, every year we do the roasts together. So those are always fun. Those are on the Drunken and Gaming channel as well.
Is Agent Aledo. Please report to the front desk to let us know your preferred dates, as well as your head size, so we can get a dark sack that properly.
Yeah, I know if you
reflects all
Google
vision.
my real name,
Congratulations.
there's like an indie racer that goes by the same name, has the same name, and he obviously is a lot bigger following. He's like a pro indie racer. Does that make sense? You're a pro, but you're an indie racer.
Mandatory deprogramming is at 3, y'all.
You know what I mean, though, for anyone that knows what I'm talking about.
Indy 500.
Yeah, the Indy 500. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you could ask.
All right. Before I start talking about the segments of the podcast, if there's anyone out there that would like to join, we'd love to have you.
Why do you refer to yourself as Agent Warren?
And then, boom, out of nowhere,
Multi-gunman.
the one, the only, the one with the gun,
Ranger Rick and Fire Marshal Bill.
How do you know
the
Warren
gun
is my first and last name?
under the sun
I've known you for 7 years.
Have you?
that makes everybody
It's right there on your
run.
Is it?
You are so annoying.
Am I?
I'm in danger. That's my impersonation. I gotta do impersonations of some of these sound effects because we got hit with the copyright strike on the YouTube channel,
When you take the last cup and don't refill the pot.
and you know that's never fun. So we upload all of our random movie questions up here. Multi Gunman, how you doing? How you doing? What's up with you? I hope you're okay. How did the meeting go the other day? Did you get your points across?
Data collection.
And
No,
let
we
the
don't
company
have
know
any
that they
salvage.
should invest
Tom?
in
No, it's you.
Hey, you
those
guys going to
multiple
lunch
gun
soon?
vests
You know, we should invite the new guy.
We should.
for
Can't
their
remember his name though.
I can't either.
I haven't met him yet.
golf
I think
resorts
it was Chris.
No.
Something like Chris.
Craig,
and country clubs.
Kyle, Crinkle.
Kevin, Comfy,
I don't know.
Quicksilver,
I was trying to create something
Condoleezza,
stupid.
Con-
All right, killing is fun. He's number one with a gun. Front and you're done because you can't run from the multi-gun.
Just walking over and
Man.
saying, hey, I'm Warren. I'm sorry, but I can't remember your name.
Can you
We got
say
multi-gun in the
sort of
game,
moderate
yes.
so he thinks
All right,
he's
so
something?
multi-gun. I got to tell you
What's wrong? I'll
something.
just tell him Brian's
I'm happy
about
to announce this, and I hope
Hey, Chris
you will
Zimmerman.
be
I hate you guys.
on board with maybe checking it out. You never know. Hopefully you will. I think maybe you will. All right. So I'm going to be running a podcast called A Pop Culture Train Wreck, you know, and I got to choose my
Hey, did we ever
character.
get those results about
someone
whether
takes
cult
it.
members like
So I'm doing this Pop Culture Train Wreck. Tomorrow we go
Laura
live.
Kelly
We're doing a
from
live
Discovery
stream. It's going to be like our
Ugh, I was
first
gonna say
test
Chucky
run.
Man.
And I hope to see you there if possible, even though I don't have a link to send. Maybe I'll post the link in the Discord. So since you're part of the Discord family, you'll see it. So anyway, I'm doing a pop culture podcast thing, and I thought of 6 segments. So I need your opinions to let me know if this is going to work. This is my first time hosting a podcast, a live stream podcast. All right. So the first segment is going to be just like, we're going to talk about this week in pop culture news, and I'll bring up a couple of topics. Nothing and no one in the building. Nothing and no one is in the motherfucking building.
To the owner of the invisible car in parking lot C, you have been rear-ended.
There we go. Nothing and no one in the building. I hit the beans and greens sound effect by accident trying to reach over the dam. So you got hit with the beans and greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, turkey. You know. Something like that.
The soda's encrypted.
There you go.
What? Come on.
Nothing to no one. Do you want a room code?
No one. You're gonna get the room code right now. All right. So back to the thing. I'm doing a pop culture podcast starting tomorrow. We're talking about the segments for the show. I want your approval. I need your approval. I seek your approval on these segments. The first segment's going to be called This Week in Pop, right? I'm going to go over a couple of different articles. Now, I personally picked a few articles to go through. The first one, before we get into any of the news articles, I'm going to do the box office weekend wrap-up report because I feel like that's going to work well when I have people around me in the live stream. I'll have 3 other people. They can bounce their opinions on number 3, number 2, and number 1. And you know me, I'm always very opinionated when it comes to these the films that are up there. I shouldn't say always, but if there's a film that, like anything live, the Disney live action film, Lilo and Stitch, that's number 1 right now. I had a lot to say about it on Tuesday, and I always will because it falls into the live action Disney thing where it's there's controversial hot takes on those films all the time. So that's gonna be one of the topics. It'll just be the weekend box office wrap-up report. Besides that, we'll talk about Spaceballs coming out, a new Harold and Kumar Part 4 being announced, Aaron Taylor Johnson up for 007.
Watch the Americans.
Yes.
And the reason why I choose these specific ones because I feel like they'll open up conversations. Another article I brought up is David Lynch's director's chair sells for like $90,000. And even though that article in itself doesn't really catch my attention, because it's just someone auctioning off a chair, it brings a conversation which we should discuss here actually right now with all of us in the chat. David Lynch sold a chair for $90,000. Is there something that a celebrity could sell that would mean something to you? And I don't mean like, Holly Berry's G-string, I want to snort it, I already thought of that. What I mean is, like, is there something that you would, like a certain celebrity that means something into your life that you would actually want to buy a thing, like a prop or something from that person? Like, I thought about it myself, and immediately I thought of Chris Farley. I don't know why he's always the first person pops in my head. I guess he inspired me so much as a kid, just to be silly and funny and not care about anything. Throw yourself through a table. I think like maybe his jacket from when he played Matt Foley on Saturday Night Live, something like that. I think would be something like probably that'd be like sentimental, I guess. Probably inspirational, I would say. I don't know if there's anything like that, that would mean something to you guys, but if you could think of something, I'm sure it'd be interesting.
It's not what you think. These are
But I thought about that as a topic anyway, so I think that's something that people, could kind of just go off on a tangent with, that buying a celebrity item.
Okay. See you later, Snowden.
Concert used guitar from Kurt Cobain
There you go.
ever came on. You'd be interested in that.
Oh yeah. Would you put it in a glass box, or would you actually play it?
Come on. I don't have an ex-girlfriend.
It's like people who
who
buy
works there.
Funko Pops. They keep them in
Right.
boxes.
I need an autographed headshot of Colin Powell so I can send that
David
to you.
Attenborough's
For my
voice.
niece.
I already got her a medal.
But you know what, though?
Is she a collector?
If
She's
that meant something
15.
to you, like,
It's a
yeah, that's
phase.
definitely
It's her
something that would be
birthday.
really cool.
Fine. But you owe me 3 Pentagon favors.
I'd
Understood?
keep it on
I don't know
display.
anyone at
Yeah.
the Pentagon.
Make it happen.
This is larynx. All right. If there's anyone else out there that would like to play, we'll get this thing started in, I guess, like less than 2 minutes. If there's anyone out there that'd like to jump in, please let us know in the chat. We'd love to have you. In the meantime, yeah, we have 3 spots open. Meantime, we're just kind of BSing about topics that I'll be using for a podcast coming up. So those are the news articles I'm going to talk about. Now, the second segment that I'm going to bring up is it'll be like a hot takes. Hot takes. You know,
It could be a one-off.
does it have to be meaningful from a celebrity? I would say something meaningful because, you know, like if you're going to buy something, and also I should add to this question, you have money to waste. You know what I mean? Let's say you have money to waste, but there's only one item. You don't want to waste. You don't want to waste it on everything. But there's something that means something to you from a certain celebrity that maybe inspired you when you were young or maybe recently. You know, what would it be? Like I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. And for me, like I said, it would probably be something from Chris Farley. I'd say his coat, his Matt Foley coat, because that's just something that's just you immediately recognize. But even his glasses maybe from Matt Foley. Fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy in a... Richard?
You know, the camera's picked up
What's
something really
happening?
weird. Really? Yeah, it's behind a fast food joint. It's some sort of portal.
Everything rips.
Yeah, it's like some sort of swirling.
I'm gonna stop you there. Is it possible it's like a dimension?
The puppets from Team America. Yeah, you know, that's insane. That would be... That's...
I know, it seems
There's no other statue or figure that could compare. Those things are pretty big, too.
Yeah,
You know, they look small, but they're actually, I think, like at least a foot, if not maybe 2 feet tall. They would definitely look good on display. Yeah, definitely. The puppets, 100%. Team America puppets is definitely up there.
Why are my keyboard and desk chair covered in bird droppings? Anyone?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love
They
that
just walked
movie.
me. It was in
If
for a
you,
Good for
you know,
him.
just like any
Doesn't
movie that
explain
came
why I
out
took a dump
in
on
that
my
time,
station.
on DVD, they have a great commentary, and with those guys, it's just hilarious. So definitely, if you've never watched it with the commentary, Team America, you're missing out because it's like it's a whole different experience.
Actually, pretty comfortable.
All right, so for the second segment, we're doing hot takes. Hot
Does
takes, you
Susan
know,
always
like
post this
controversial
flag of
takes,
Wednesday
right?
girls' night? Does anyone ever go
I
to
couldn't think
them?
of anything directly,
Yeah.
so I'm just kind of play off with what I said earlier. Disney live action remakes. Should they stop
What a
making them?
nightmare. How many movies
I
do
think
you
we'll have
ever
some
wanna talk
people that
about?
might say
No,
yes,
tell me.
some people
I
that might say no,
don't
and then maybe
want
a
to talk
debate
about
might
it.
happen. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Say, Rob, do you ever think there are people out there listening in on our conversations?
Are you asking if I think there's people eavesdropping on the eavesdroppers?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, that's pretty meta.
But there could be, right?
I mean, sure. I guess there could be a group of people gathered in a room listening to
All
our
right.
conversations at this very moment, but I find that hard to believe.
So,
that would mean this
well,
group
we'll
of
get this thing
orchestras
started.
or
There's
friends
5
or
of us. If there's
family
anyone else out there, we'd love to have you.
do right now
You know, the
is
more the
screw
merrier.
around
We have
and
3
listen to
open
our entertaining
spots.
conversations
Yeah, I suppose there's a
Let us know in the
reason,
chat. We'll
I mean,
whisper a
how
room
pathetic
code over
would that
to
group
you.
have to be?
So,
They could be
I hope I'm
enemies
not
of each
boring you
other's
guys with
company,
the
but
segment
instead they're
stuff, but I just really
actually
want to make sure I
us.
get
I
it
guess you'd have
through
to be a pretty
and,
pathetic
you know,
person
see
to
if
do
you
that.
guys dig it. So the
Exactly.
second segment
They're
would
the
be
type of
the
people
hot
I'd
takes
hate to
thing.
be at a party with.
I bet there's a
Another
couple parties
argument
except
that
for
I
veggie
that I
drink.
think would be
A
fun to
veggie
have,
drink.
not necessarily an argument, but
They
it could spark
probably have a
debate
prescheduled
somehow.
time for
And
when
I'll
the
ask it
party
here,
ends.
and we'll see
Well,
what
it's
you
10
guys think. I
o'clock.
want to know what your
You don't
answer is
know.
to this
Just
question.
thinking about a
Consider
party
this
like that
a
bums me out.
random
I'm sorry, I haven't
movie
thought about it.
Me
question
too.
because it is a
Proof that
random
would
movie
actually
question.
listen in
All
on
right.
our dumb
What is the
conversations?
best shark
What losers?
film that isn't Jaws? Because 9 out of 10 people are going to say Jaws. So we just knocked that right out of the park by saying, what is your favorite shark film that isn't Jaws? What is the best shark film that isn't Jaws? Not your favorite. What is
Okay,
the
in
best
turn, let me just
shark
set up
film
your
that
camera
isn't Jaws?
monitoring system. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh,
Multigun says
nice.
any of the
Okay, surveillance
Sharknado
for a
films,
water park.
which are
Awesome.
all
Oh, no.
very
These are
entertaining.
cameras attached to
Al
bidets.
Roper gets killed by a
You've
shark
got
in one of them, I
bidets
believe.
for days. That's a good one.
Ironically, Matt
Now
Lauer
look at the crapper
survives that. Yikes. Hopefully they took him out. I don't remember if they gobbled him up, but hopefully they did. A lot of people say Disney have run out of ideas lately, but if you think about it, they have never had ideas anyway. They just hunts. Yeah, they definitely did. That's all they did. All right, we got Finding Nemo,
Whoa, what the?
Shark Tale, another Sharknado. You see, me, I 100% will go Deep Blue Sea. I know people think it's crazy. That might be crazy. That might be a hot take in itself. But I think Deep Blue Sea is the best shark film. It's got everything you want, you know, minus the CGI sharks, you know. But even then, they're fun to watch. And you got Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten by a shark. I mean, come on. You can't. Samuel L. Jackson gets eaten by a shark. That takes the cake right there. That makes it automatically best shark film ever.
Hopefully the boss won't take a head down. Oh, good luck.
And the best part was, I don't know if you guys remember watching Deep Blue Sea in the movie theater. If you did, it was mind-blowing because it was at the time where there's no way, and I guarantee it, if you lived through this moment and you went to see Deep Blue Sea in the theater, you did not, no one expected Samuel L. Jackson to die in the middle of a speech. That in itself was, you know, them contesting Hollywood. You know, them saying, we're going to kill off someone big just like that. You know, kind of like what Wes Craven did with Drew Barrymore when he made Scream. He's like, I'm going to kill off a huge star right in the beginning.
That's the alarm that goes off when the man button
Bravo.
regulation has eclipsed 15%.
Bravo.
We head to the basement and we wait it out.
Help, I'm a fish.
File out in an orderly manner. Remain calm.
All right, let's get this game started. Last call, any takers? 10 seconds. We're gonna get this game started in 10 seconds. Get to your devices. Well, I'll get through some of the other stuff. But anyway, so that was my first two segments. The first thing was just the weekend box office. Go through some news articles. The second segment, some hot takes.
No, we faked a
and
fake
some
movie.
debates.
You know, just to mess with people.
But the first one was real.
Yeah. How do you think we met the lizard men?
All right, let's hide this here and get this thing started. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I truly appreciate it. Now it's time to get your guess on. It's about to get a little crazy.
Reminder to all agents that once you attach a piece of surveillance equipment below your waist, you are
Let me shrink myself.
Hey, want to see your government in action? Of course not. But the great thing about the petabytes of info we've collected on each and every one of you, we can use that data to play a game. Come on, you don't even have to catch a ball or nothing. Let's play Espionage. Let's have some analytical fun. First up.
All right, Griff the Merciless, let's see. What do you know about peanut butter and jelly?
What percentage of people prefer their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to have way more peanut butter than jelly? Nowhere close to an even split. Make it a good guess.
I mean, for me,
More points.
I'm going heavy on the peanut butter every single time. Because that's where the protein's at, baby. And you need protein to live, baby.
Do you think the correct answer is higher or lower?
Oh, we got someone else in the chat. Jason in the building. Best viewers on and website stuff there. 33. I'm going higher. Come on, man. Everyone's got to go heavy. Oh, you go heavy on the jam? Okay, I see you. Bot in the chat. Mods. Ban.
Who are these animals?
Can we get a ban? Can we get a ban?
So, who picked lower?
Can't ban.
Everyone was wrong.
Warn? I can warn. I can time out. Ban. You banned.
I'm going to search for...
Thanks, multi-gun man.
Let's see what I know about hair products.
Oh yeah, Rockstar about hair product. She was a hairstylist.
Almost every day.
I don't use hair product every day. I go au natural, baby. Right when I wake up, that's how the hair's gonna look everywhere I go, except underneath a hat, so you don't know it's messy. But then after I shower, I brush it, and it looks pretty good. Looks pretty snazzy. Does shampoo count as hair product? No. No, definitely not. Hair product is like gel or mousse or pomade or cementing paste. Yeah, I know what all this stuff is. I used to work in a warehouse years ago. Over 20 years ago, I worked at a warehouse. 31%, that's a 3% differential. I worked at a warehouse that was specialized in cosmetics and beauty supplies. I drove the delivery van 2 times a week there, and then every other day I was just in the warehouse picking stuff for orders. And it was one of those warehouses where in the summer, no air conditioner. Winter, no heat. All right, let's see. What the hell do I know about juice?
What percentage of adults have drunk a Capri Sun in the past year?
All right, a Capri Sun in the past year. Okay, maybe I have, because I have nephews here, and they do bring them once in a while. So I'm going to lean somewhere in the 35% region. I'm feeling like maybe there's a lot of people with kids are drinking Capri Suns, you know? Now, just because I don't have any, I do have nephews, and they come over all the time. And they bring over all the snacks and like to share with us. And that's it's good to share. 47%, 12% differential. Anyone who said higher? Griff the Merciless taking some points with that one.
Nice job. I've got some points for you. Okay, who's up next?
All right, now let's see what the hell does Multi-Gunman know about Peeps? What could Multi-Gunman possibly know about Peeps?
Marshmallow Peeps for their own non-Easter related snacking.
Of course, I imagine you have Peeps in Canada. Non-Easter related snacking. Now, when I was younger, you know, there probably was a time where I would have bought some Peeps for non-Easter related snacking.
Everyone else, higher or lower?
So, I definitely feel in that, I fit into that 37%. I'm going to go lower. Thinking maybe 32, 33%. Even then, that's 1 in every 3 people. That's a lot of that's a lot of people eating Peeps. Okay, that makes sense. 23. Less than 25%. That makes sense. We're all going Peep crazy over here. Griff, do you get Peeps over there where you're at? I don't want to dox you like I just doxed Multi-Gunman.
What should I search for in the old
Sorry, Multi-Gunman.
Ooh, I know.
I don't want everyone to know you live in the Bahamas. See, I saved it. I saved it there. See what I did there, Multi-Gunman.
Credit cards memorized.
All right, nothing to no one. Let's see. What does she know about credit cards? 19% of people have all the information on at least one of their credit cards memorized. I do. So I fit into that 19%. I'm going to go higher because I feel like if I can memorize numbers, there's got to be a lot. Because I'm not good at memorizing numbers. Not at all. So if I can do it, it's got to be a lot more. Well, not a lot more,
30%?
but
Lower
32%.
number than it
We
used
all
to be.
figured that.
That's us
A little higher.
whispering random numbers in your
Still
ear
a
while you sleep.
13% differential. Should get you some good, decent points.
Who got it right? Here's some points.
It was rigged and asked me a question about hair products.
Let's see who's in the lead after round 1.
Breathe it in.
All right, that last question,
Round 2, here we go.
we have to award virtual fake points to Griff because
Okay,
he doesn't have peeps in Azerbaijan,
Oh, here's where we've been
Azerbaijan,
especially
something like that.
Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. There we go. All right, Griff, what do you know about texting?
What percentage of pedestrians compose text messages while walking?
All right, pedestrians compose text messages while walking. Why wouldn't you? You know, you're walking, you can text.
Okay,
You walk
we
by,
have
you
a guess.
text.
69%. In round 2, you can double down. if
Easy man in the building.
Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're
His
right,
bars
you'll
are
earn double
over
the money.
9,000.
You still have our respect, I guess.
Griff the Merc saying 69%. I see what you did there. 69% can come. I think that's fair. 69 is probably correct. I'm gonna say lower. We'll say 65%.
Only one of you thinks it's higher, and the correct answer is 64%.
Woo!
Just a few
64%.
percentage points off.
5%
Well done.
differential. I think that's the number to beat for this evening. If anyone can beat a
Let's see who
5%.
got it right.
Oh no, I'm sorry. There was a 3% differential earlier.
Who's next?
All right,
All
Rockstar.
right,
Let's
Buck
find
Brand,
out.
Got one for you.
What in the world do you know about fortune cookies? We ate one earlier today and yesterday.
What percentage of people like fortune cookies more for the cookie than for the fortune?
I do.
I love the cookie. I've always eaten the cookie since I was a kid. I've always been a fan of the cookie. And since becoming a fan of the cookie as a kid, I can tell you when there's a good fortune cookie. I can tell you, like, this one's good. This one's no good.
43%.
This fortune
All
here
right,
is not
what do
going to
you
work.
think?
This one, play those numbers. Put your life savings into them. No one listens, though. Idiots. 43%. I got to go lower.
Breathe it in.
Not everyone wants the cookie.
Okay, let's
I
see
know a
the
lot of
right
people
answer.
don't like the cookie. All right, 36%.
Well, that's just reckless
Nice
behavior.
7%
Remember,
differential,
always plan your life
grabbing you
around
some
advice given
points.
by licensed professional
And Griff and
fortune
myself
tellers
grabbing a
with
few
FDA-approved
ourselves. All right. I thought the game might have been
Who got it
frozen
right?
for a second. Thank God. I
Smart.
shouldn't have said that. I might have spoken that into existence. Damn it. Knock on wood.
Next up,
Breathe it in.
All right. Let's see. What do I know
Head and
about
please.
testicles? Holy crap.
what percentage of people have knowingly eaten dishes that contain
Okay.
testicles?
What percentage of people have knowingly eaten dishes that contain testicles? A perfect time to segue into Josh Jack in the building. Josh Jack in the building. Let's see. What am I gonna guess? Testicles. Rocky Mountain oysters are a thing,
Everyone else,
but who's
higher
out
or
there
lower?
asking for them besides a small group of people that like eating balls?
Just one person says lower, and the correct answer is
Listen, 7%, another 3% differential. Look at that,
Dang,
guys.
you nailed that
Only
guess.
person grabbing points there, Griff the Merciless.
Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points.
Some Rocky Mountain oysters, baby. Oh, sorry, guys. That's what happens when I don't touch the controller for a while. That thing pops up.
I don't know. How about
All right, Multi-Gun Man, what do you know about household pests? I hope you don't have any because I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
what
They
percentage
suck.
of people would rather have a cockroach
They suck
problem
your
than a mouse
soul when you
problem
have to
in
deal
their
with that
homes?
shit. Would you rather have a cockroach problem than a mouse problem in their homes? I think mice. A mouse. It says a mouse problem. What's the if it's a mouse problem?
45%. Everyone pick.
Yeah,
Higher or lower.
I think that's a good answer. Somewhere around 50%, because either way, you're dealing with pests, and it's going to be an infestation, whether it's cockroaches or mice. If it's a mouse problem, that means it's mice at that point. So I would say
Everyone
lower.
is saying lower. Okay, right answer is 28%.
All right, Griff the Merc grabbing some extra points. The reason why I said lower is because with a mouse problem, you could always hire a cat, baby. Yeah.
Saying much lower.
Meow, baby, meow.
Who's next?
All right. Nothing to know on. Let's find out. What do you know about cat kissers? Hey, we were just talking about a cat.
Have ever kissed a cat?
Come on. Who hasn't kissed a cat? Wink, wink.
64%. What do y'all think?
I owned a cat for a while. When I was a teenager, I had a cat for like 16 years of my life. That's how long before it died, obviously. And it was a great cat, and I kissed it a lot. It would bite and scratch people like hell, but it was a good cat. It was a good family pet. Like the family, no one else.
Breathe it in. Most of you are saying higher, and the correct answer is
64, 100%. There we go. None to no one. GG's, GG's. None to no one getting the 100%. 0% differential. Ain't nobody gonna beat that.
Uh-oh, final round time.
All right, here we go. Final round.
Scour petabytes of data to find the most popular answers to this question. When people eat cheese and crackers, what kind of cheese do they most often use? Let's see what we have.
All right, cheese and crackers. I prefer the one that has the red stick. You know what I mean?
Ready?
The cheese and crackers with the red stick. That's the way to go. Because at the end of the day, you get a free red plastic stick. You chew on it for a little bit, till it gets like gnarly at the end, and then you just throw it to the ground somewhere. But don't litter, people. Damn it! I hit eat cheese whiz by accident. I didn't mean that. Let's see. All right, so we're eating cheese with crackers. All right, we're going cheddar. We're going. Damn it! I think I messed up there. Pepper Jack's probably gonna be number one, I assume, or Colby Jack.
Now let's take a look at the results.
All right, in at number 3, Cheese Whiz. Number 2, a 3-way tie, and number 1, ain't nothing better than some good old sharp cheddar.
And the winner is
Venture 999999, expert in cat kissing. All right, Rockstar taking this one at the end. GG's, GG's. This game is rigged. How the hell did Rockstar take it? Griff the Merc won like every single round. At least in my head, I was like, I wasn't paying attention to the scores, but Griff the Merc was just destroying in points. It looked like it, at least to me. Maybe I should have paid more attention. GG's. Blammo. We're going to end this game with a random movie question because we forgot to ask it before the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. 30 seconds on the clock. By the way, all of our contestants are staying at the fabulous Ding Dang Dong Hotel. Yes, that's the fabulous Ding Dang Dong Hotel. Currently located in downtown Narnia, the Ding Dang Dong Hotel boasts 17 presidential suites. All right. So, it's random movie question time. 30 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. In the chat, you have 30 seconds to answer put in as many answers as you possibly can in the chat. No repeat answers. Try not to repeat them. If that happens, well, it's going to happen anyway. All right, so this is going to be fun because we asked this question on Tuesday night, but no one answered it. So we're like, you know what? We're going to ask it again on Thursday because we had 0 answers. So why waste it? And this one's a tough one, people. So get ready. Put your brains on. Take your brain, screw it back on. You're going to need it for this question. After that, take it back off. All right? But for this question, you're going to need it. I promise you that. There's only a few questions you could think of. Let's see what a few answers you could think of. Let's see what you got.
Okay, truth or dare?
30 seconds.
Truth.
What
on
is
the
your
clock.
favorite called
All right.
That's easy. Relationship
Random
fights.
movie
The more
question number
emotional and heart-wrenching, the better.
215.
You have one more?
215.
Come on.
Yeah, sure. What the heck? I'll
Can
try
you
to do
name a
this time.
film
For the next 72
that has
hours,
a sea
I dare you to
creature
not listen to
in the
conversations
title?
I have with my wife.
A sea creature
Has it been
in
really
the
obvious?
title.
We can hear you breathing
Yes.
on the phone.
I'm
Good
sorry,
luck.
man. I should have used
30
a secure
seconds.
wiretap.
And I'm going to sing Jeopardy. Do dee doo 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 dee doo. Do dee doo dee doo dee doo dee doo dee doo. Do dee doo dee doo.
You know, the
Deep,
camera's picked up something
deep,
really weird.
deep,
Really?
deep,
Yeah, it's
deep.
behind a fast food joint. It's almost some sort of portal.
Do do do
Yeah, it's like some sort of
do.
swirling.
Do dee do do dee. Da do da do da do dee do. Ay. Do dee do. Shaggy. Do dee do 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 do. Oh.
Like, not even worth talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
it's probably-
You wanna get lunch?
Let's see what we
Yeah.
have.
Ooh.
That was Shaggy, by the way. Reggae singer Shaggy jumped in at the end and finished the Jeopardy bars. Let's see what we have. All right. Can you name a film with a sea creature in the title? We're gonna go right up to Multi Gunman with Titanic. All right. Our judge. What is our judge saying? Okay.
I already did.
Our
but
judge
there was
just
only enough for one, so I got
jumped
tip.
from
You
a
got dip without chips. What do we put in
third
the dip?
story window
You said
because
finger
of
food.
Titanic. Sorry, Multi Gunman. That's. Or we have Shark Tale. All right. Venture says Jaws. We have Griff the Merciless. Help! I'm a fish. We have Octopussy. Clash of the Titans. Oh, the Titans. Clash of the Titans. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Yes, a sponge is well, you know,
Go to them?
they do
Yeah,
exist
I
as sea
went.
creatures. A
Once.
dolphin's
It was
tail.
me and Susan in a
We have
Space
Flipper.
Force movie marathon.
No. What?
And like I said, it was a tough
How
one.
many movies did you have to?
I don't want to
Wasn't
talk
gonna be
about it.
easy.
No, tell me.
I don't.
There we go. Well,
want to talk about it.
I think at this point we're gonna switch the games up on you, and we're gonna play some Blather round. If you're interested, stick around. We want you here. Now I'm gonna hand the mic on over to
Attention
Rockstar.
all agents, the winner of the 4 days, 4
So
nights,
get on ready.
all-inclusive vacation to the Area 51 Golf Resort and Spa.
And I'll whisper
is
you guys
Agent
room codes if
Aleno.
you need them, okay?
Please report to the
I
front
will.
desk to let us know your
We'll
preferred
get back to
dates,
some more
as well as
random
your head
movie
size, so
questions
we can
shortly.
get a dark sack that properly restricts all vision.
now-
Congratulations.
It's time for a word from our sponsor. Nah, I'm just gonna mute the mic for a second, then pass it to Rockstar.
Why are my keyboard and desk chair covered in bird droppings? Anyone?
Oh yeah, Agent Squawkington was in today for a debrief.
Good for him. Doesn't explain why he took a dump on my station.
Don't worry about it, man.
Well, it doesn't.
Trust me, don't make a scene.
Easy for you to say. You don't have to sit in Falcon mess. But I don't mind sitting in this Falcon mess. See? Actually pretty comfortable.
Howdy doodle, dear friends. Nothing to no one. I love you.
Coffee tastes weird?
Oh, that's the nanite.
We're family. Like family. No, we're so much tighter than just friends, though, for real. Great answer.
Hold on.
Ha! Silence, you fool. Sorry, I just had to, deal with Dr. Laz a little bit. Kidding. So, anybody else who would like to join us this game? What a code. This game is interesting. But, oh my god, this code.
Alright, I'm sending the room codes right now.
Yeah, this game is insanely fun. It's tricky, but it's a lot of fun.
Easy Ming, I sent you the code. Multi-gunman.
Oh.
Griff and Josh Jack.
Alright, nothing to no one. That's totally understandable.
This is the first time a code is actually a word. Like an actual word.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Alright, I whispered it to everybody who asked for the code. I sent it to Easy Ming, Multi-Gunman, Griff, and Josh Jack. Alright, we got 2 spots. Rockstar's grabbing one of them. Who's gonna take the last one? Easy Ming, I sent it to you. Alright, I'm gonna resend it to you. Maybe I didn't send you the right one. Oh no, I did send you the right one. There we go. I'll try it in caps.
So let me know what you sipping on, what you snacking on. Let me know in the chat. I, for one, am sipping on H2O and Roar. And soon I will be sipping on Poppy. Watermelon Poppy.
Easy, man. I hope we can get you in here. I sent it to you. It's the same code I sent everyone else, so it's got. Hopefully it works.
Let me try.
Rockstar will send it to you. Maybe mine aren't going through or something. Multi-gunman with the usual diet Pepsi. Griff the Merciless, fizzy pineapple and grapefruit.
That sounds divine.
And then Josh says, some guy named Deez wants the code. I guess I'll step right into that one. Deez who? Actually, his name is Deez Santiago III. Oh, sorry, Deez Santiago. And he shows up in the chat. Hello, I am Deez Santiago III. I'm here to play some Jackbox games.
With the peppers.
To win over the princess's heart. She only wants to date people that are good at espionage and the blather of the round. Yes, these Santiago the Third from Ark Part 2. Played by 90-year-old Vin Diesel. Family. Diego Santiago play. Yes, he is playing in Ark 2, which we'll never get. Alright. Easy Mang, if you're still. Yeah, Easy Mang! We got Easy Mang.
Okay.
My VPN was blocking it, of course. All snaps. He was on that dark web. He was on that dark web.
Alright, it's a full house.
You know, when you say my VPN was blocking it, of course, I always think of, hey guys, at this time, let's give a shout out to ExpressVPN. Or like one of those, every content creator always has a VPN that they plug. It's time to talk about ExpressVPN. So yeah, if you want to watch Resident Evil, but they don't have it in your country, switch over to France, and guess what? You'll be killing zombies next to Alice in no time.
Oh.
Alright, I love you guys. Let's get it on.
Good night, nothing to no one. Love you.
Alright. This stream is sponsored by NameVPN here.
Here's some ASMR for you guys.
Damn, that was so sexy. Some sexy ASMR right there. Alright, let's get this thing started. Josh Jack, you've never played this game. It's not too hard. You just gotta make sure you wanna get people to figure out what
it is.
Yeah,
and you gotta stay alert to it.
You gotta constantly be giving a lot of clues. You'll get it. We probably already made it more difficult by saying all that stuff. Hey, Peter, shut the hell up.
Get rid of the logo.
Hey, Peter. Get rid of the logo. All right. In 5, 4.
Welcome to Blather Round. Everyone make a wish. If you win, it will come true. If you lose, you'll have bad luck for 12 years. You're going to present a secret prompt, like Moby Dick. You'll describe it to everyone else with sentences like this one. Now, you can change some of these words, but your options are very limited. Everyone else will be guessing, while you make more elaborate sentences. Oh, it's a lot like Free Willy 2. Moby Dick! Be fast to win big. And teamwork is rewarded, so talk out loud and work together. Let's begin. Okay, round 1. Prompts, player. Player, prompts.
All right.
Choose your favorite. If you pick a harder prompt, you'll get more points if someone guesses it right. Time is ticking. Hurry, hurry. When you run out of time, I pick your prompt for you. Now you're going to craft a sentence that describes your prompt.
So, Josh,
On your
whatever you
device,
pick, you're going to
you'll
have to
see 2 word
describe
columns.
using
Pick
the words
to
that they
build a
supply
sentence
you with.
describing your
That's where it
prompt,
gets a
and
little
then
more
tap
difficult.
submit when you're finished. You can always change your mind. Just tap the word again to take it out. Oh, time is ticking. Hurry. Somebody's got to go first, and it's you. The category is story.
It's a story about a bumpy concept.
Here we go.
Okay, let's see. Story about a bumpy concept.
With the Merc. And it's a story.
Humpty Dumpty.
A story about a bumpy, maybe.
Speed 2.
Princess and the Pea.
Teenager.
She had a bumpy bed, right?
Yeah, she did.
Feeling stuck? You can always hit skip to get a new sentence with fresh words.
Yeah, it was.
And a happy sci-fi dilemma.
And a happy sci-fi dilemma.
Okay. Story about a bumpy concept and a happy sci-fi dilemma.
Need for Speed.
Or something that's a happy
James Bond.
sci-fi dilemma. A good sci-fi film with a bumpy
Star Trek.
concept.
Aliens.
Happy
Star Wars.
Galaxy Quest.
It's a different genre than Fast and the Furious.
When the presenter uses your
It's a different genre than
sentence,
Fast
you
and the
get points for being
Furious.
helpful.
Harry Potter. Dirty Harry.
Whoa. An eccentric being.
A
An
perfectly plump
eccentric
sentence.
being.
Time is ticking. Hurry, hurry.
Passion of the Christ.
Big Hero 6.
Oh, time is ticking. Hurry, hurry.
It's bigger than budget than Goosebumps.
At
Happy
least.
sci-fi dilemma. Zathura.
Ooh, Ooh, a rough
Jumanji.
Men in Black.
Nobody got it right.
Back to the
If
Future.
you think they did a good job anyway, you can hit my bad on your device. The category is person. Some of my
let's
favorite
see if
people
I
are
can describe
person.
my person.
They're a big, terrible, angry form.
Time to begin.
Big, terrible, angry form.
Hulk.
What? Easy man.
Easy man.
Damn, easy man, getting it.
Like that.
This round is just like my steak.
'Cause we
Well
think alike.
done. And slathered in Alfredo. The category
All right,
is
Easy
person.
man. The
Perfect.
category
I happen to
is
be a
person.
myself.
What you got?
They're a glorious fictional multicolored individual.
Here we go.
They are in a relationship with a villain.
Huh.
Smurfs. Rita Repulsa.
She's so oddball.
She's so oddball.
In a relationship with a villain. Fictional multicolored individual.
Cruella de Vil.
Fictional multicolored individual in a relationship with the
I know what it
villain,
is.
Known for the fictional crime.
known for the fictional crime.
Misty.
Damn it, I thought I had it. Damn you!
Shelby Woo.
Oh, I forgot about Shelby Woo. Oh my god.
They would be friends with Cruella
They
de
would
Vil.
be friends with Cruella de
We
Vil.
haven't got long left.
And they're in the movie Batman and Sonic. Walter C. Adams.
How can I think, man? My brain's not working. Fictional crime, Cruella de Vil, oddball, relationship with a villain. All the clues are right there. Why don't we get it? God, that's our bad, man. Harley Quinn. Damn it, that's it.
And
Oddball.
all the clues were
Multicolored
there.
Relationship, fictional crime. Every single thing made sense. And somehow we dropped the ball. I apologize,
person.
Easy Man. My brain.
I'm sorry, Easy Man.
My brain made me go like that. My brain in the
All right, they're a living human.
living human. Okay, we'll get this in one shot. I know who it is already. It's the one person that lives. Everyone else is dead.
Barack Obama.
It's gotta be Cat Williams. Everybody knows he's alive.
Cat Williams. John Cena.
They are renowned for the superstar.
Oh.
Molly Shannon.
Yep, I was about to write that.
Ric Flair.
Molly Shannon.
Michael Jackson.
They're a lot like Cat Williams.
A lot like Cat Williams.
Jim Carrey.
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Renowned for the superstar. Okay, so the superstar. Dave Chappelle. Nice. Griff the Merciless.
Griff the Merciless. Getting that one.
Take that one.
Nice work. And hey, here are some points for everyone who contributed a helpful guess. You're guessing
All
a
right.
person. Ooh, tricky. It could be
we go.
anyone.
They're a soft, nice concept figure.
Here we go.
Barney.
Boobs. Winnie the Pooh.
SpongeBob.
Dolly Parton.
Kermit.
Angelina Jolie.
Dolly Parton. Soft.
Goofy. Tommy Pickles.
Nice and soft.
Booberella.
No need to be this careful. Submit your sentence and move on to the next.
They appear in commercials for the holiday.
The Robbie.
Commercials for the holidays.
They're a lot like Winnie the Pooh.
M&M characters.
M&M.
He's so squishy.
A mini sentence for
Squishy.
maximum impact.
Care Bear.
Commercials. A lot like Winnie the Pooh.
Gummy Bear. Fluffy.
Elmo, good answer. Surprised that's not it.
Pop and Fresh.
The timer stops for no one. Get those guesses in.
Paddington Bear.
The presenter needs to do something.
Teddy Ruxpin.
All right, Rockstar, you want to give us an audio clue? 15 seconds left.
Ho
Time is
ho! Ho! They poke his belly and he goes, ho ho!
Toilet Paper Bear.
There you go.
The good news is success will never change you.
Yeah, he does appear in holidays commercials. That's true.
You'll be our last presenter this round. It's story time.
Alright, Josh Jack.
It's a story about a glorious concept.
It's a story
Let's get
about
the
a
presentation
glorious
started.
concept.
Passion of the Christ.
Passion of the Christ, okay.
Patriot. And
Patriot.
a youthful character.
And a youthful character.
Jesus. Romeo. David and Goliath.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The
Charlie and
Sorcerer's
TGD
Apprentice.
Chocolate.
Hercules.
Huh. Hercules. Sorcerer's Apprentice.
James and the Giant Peach.
James and the Giant Peach.
Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
It's nothing like Passion of the Christ.
Nothing like
Oh,
Passion
boy.
of the Christ. Okay.
Home Alone.
Home Alone. Good guess.
Macaulay Culkin. Passion of the
The Hero has the reptile movie.
Time is running out. Time to
Passion
get
of the
something
Antichrist.
Rango.
The Hero has the reptile
Crocodile Dundee
movie.
Combat.
Rugrats.
Black Adam.
Yeah.
straight. Only a few seconds left.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
You'll
Oh.
get them next time. And if you don't,
Reptile
you'll get them the
movie.
next time.
Don't play like I do in
Let's
the
check out the
building.
Hello, DP.
This is going to be a battle. Whose idea was this? All right, mine. Round 2. Let's do this all over again. In round 2, the points are doubled.
All right.
These round 2 prompts are juicy, you lucky ducks. Pick something you know about, something you'll be able to describe. Write a sentence to describe your new prompt. If you really want to fine-tune, tap individual words in your sentence and change them. It's your turn. The category is thing.
All right, Josh Jack. It's a loud gadget.
Here we go again.
It disrupts the somebody.
Wow.
Oh, Griff,
Phew, if you got it any faster, I would have to make you the host.
Griff got that real quick.
Amazing phrasing. I've got just the thing.
Easy, man.
The category is thing.
It's a big thing.
It's a big thing.
And we're off.
D's.
It transports the person.
Not my way now. Statue of Liberty.
Bus.
D's Santiago III.
Train. Talk about international.
It transports the person. Talk about international.
International Space Station.
That's what I was in the middle of writing.
Yo,
Griff,
winning this one. He's been getting the last few.
you are incredible, Griff.
You did it! High five each other, hug the dog, smile politely at the cat.
All right.
The category is
now me.
Story.
It's a story about a good youthful concept creature.
Let's do this.
God. Jesus.
Lilo and
Mary,
Stitch.
Little Mermaid.
Fedora.
Joseph.
Brady Bunch.
I think I know what it is.
E.T.
And an incredible upbeat vertebrate protagonist.
Aliens.
And an incredible upbeat vertebrate protagonist.
Mulan.
It's kinda similar to Lilo and Stitch.
Hercules.
Shrek.
Peanuts. My Cousin Vinny.
Aladdin. Beauty and the Beast.
One. A juvenile TV show.
Well done on that sentence.
Cinderella.
Oh, I know what it is.
Peanuts.
Damn it.
Prison Break.
Thought I knew it was.
Doug.
Get your guesses in before this thing wraps up.
Hang on.
Say something. 25 seconds left.
Ren and Stimpy.
Audio.
Come on, presenter. Just go ahead and write something.
My Little.
Simpsons. Cow and Chicken.
Time is almost up. A dramatic finish.
Griff the Merciless taking that one.
Congratulations! You have inferred meaning from words arranged in a particular structure.
Alright, Dr. Laz. The category is story.
It's a story about a rotund individual clan.
Off you go.
Rotund individual clan.
Braveheart.
Brave.
And a fantastic stomping grounds. 300.
Car Bears. Shrek.
Supersize Me.
And a fantastic stomping grounds. It's nothing like 300 Braveheart and Supersize Me.
Supersize Me.
My 500-pound life.
My 500-pound life.
This should give it away.
Wool. A dim-witted comic daddy.
A dim-witted comic daddy.
You successfully wrote a sentence. Please make some guesses. I miss the sound of you typing.
Homer Simpson. Home Improvement.
It's nothing like my 500-pound.
There you go. Dim-witted comic daddy. It had to be.
I've never seen such
Hey,
a
Lois,
caring application
I'm
of
in Family
nouns.
Guy now.
You are the poet of
Hey,
party
Peter,
gamers.
I just joined Fortnite now, too.
The category is
Alright, Griff the Merciless. The category is story.
It's a vibrant liquid.
It's a vibrant, if I could speak. It's a vibrant liquid form.
Lava lamp.
Lava lamp. Huh, that was a great guess, if I could speak.
Vibrant liquid form, that's gotta be.
Neon.
It's gotta be vibrant liquid
let's
form. It's
go.
gotta be Mercury.
Mercury.
Oh, I know what it is. It's
Hey, bud,
T1000.
why don't you go ahead and submit?
Liquid metal.
It overpowers the middle school.
It overpowers the middle school.
Deodorant. Oh, Axe body spray.
I'm going to embroider these sentences onto my favorite hanky.
Soon as you wrote overpowers the middle school, I'm like, I know what that is.
The last presentation is upon us. The category is story.
It's a story about a terrible circumstance.
Terrible circumstance. There's quite a few of those.
Sleeping Beauty. My autobiography.
And a good sci-fi.
And a good sci-fi.
Titanic.
It's a lot like Sleeping Beauty.
A lot like Sleeping Beauty.
Empire Strikes Back. Fifth Element.
Star Wars.
The Bill Cosby Story.
A memorable whereabouts.
Whoa, a memorable whereabouts.
Snow White.
Matrix. Star Wars.
Good thing.
It's kinda similar to Fifth Element.
Kind of similar to the Fifth Element.
Oh, time is ticking. Hurry.
The hero activates the memory.
The hero activates the memory.
Apocalypse Now. Jason Bourne.
Yeah,
It's kind
kind
of
of similar to the Matrix.
Bourne Identity.
Total Recall, my bad.
At least you'll get a participation trophy. No, you won't.
Everybody, rock your body. Everybody, rock your body right. Back to back.
Griff the Merciless.
Taking that one. Griff the Merciless taking that
Thanks for playing.
GG's.
Stirring
GG's.
in your soul.
I knew he was gonna win.
Yeah, I could tell you were gonna win, dude.
GG's in the chat. GG's in the chat. GG in the chat. Alrighty, we've got a winner. We've got a winner chicken donuts. It is Griff the Merciless. Let's find out what Griff's winning behind door number 3. All right, behind door number 3 is an all-expense paid vacation to, oh, you're going to love this. It's Luffy's Love Shack. Yes, Luffy's Love Shack. Luffy's Love Shack. Currently it says an unknown location. So, I guess Luffy's going to send you more information on the Luffy's Love Shack. But anyway, let's... I want to say thank you to everybody who played tonight. I truly appreciate your company. You guys could have hung out anywhere, but you were here, and I appreciate it. And another thing that I want to talk about is tomorrow I'm doing a live stream. I'm doing a live stream podcast. First time ever hosting a podcast. I was asked to host a podcast by a producer who must have watched these live streams and said, hey, you know what? I trust this guy with my podcast. So I'm going to hopefully not let this person down. If you guys are around, I'll try to post in the Discord. If you guys are on the Discord, I'll try to post the link to tomorrow's live stream podcast. Hoping for the best. I'll have a couple other stand-up comedians with me. So, we can bounce off each other. And hopefully I'll see you guys there. It'll probably be around the same time tomorrow, like 8 p.m. Eastern time. So look out for the Discord. I'll post the link there. And besides that, I just want to thank you guys once again for hanging out and answering some random movie questions and listening to me rant about getting ready for this podcast stuff. And if you want to support us, it's completely free. Just if you hit follow, I truly appreciate it. Rockstar appreciates it. We truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you want to check out some of our books, I write books, people. I have a 6th book coming out right now. Coming out in August, which I've been editing every day for hours on end. Moostumps.com. Go to moostumps.com. You'll check out some of my books. I had one book called Giraptors. It's half giraffe, half raptors, all terror. A YouTuber made a video about it, and fortunately, that video is up to like 100K hits. And because of that, and it continues to get hits, the book's been selling. I wouldn't say great, but every once in a while, someone will buy a book from a random area.
So Giraptors is the one that we're working on a sequel for right now. And my next novel will be out in August. That is a horror. And when I do the cover reveal online, I will do the cover reveal over here as well. So, the cover's done already. I could reveal it right now, but I'm going to wait till the product is completely finished, in my hand. So, all right. Now that I've promoted everything I possibly could, guys, gals, have a great evening. We're going to raid someone. If you're still here for the raid, I'm sure the person that we raid would truly appreciate it. So please stick around for a few more seconds. I'll try to make this as painless as possible. And also, we don't know who we're raiding, so it's probably going to be a random person. And with that being said, it could be someone that, you guys don't share the same opinions with, or someone that's just not vibing with you in a sense. So that's just to forewarn you. But either which way, to raid someone right now is just to try and send some positive vibes out there to somebody, hopefully make their evening. We always try to pick someone with a really low amount of viewers.
Multi, thank you for being here.
Yeah, and it's always a great feeling, some rando raids you, especially when you don't have anyone playing with you. So,
And Griff, thank you. And DP.
all right, we got someone here. Jackbox. All right, they're playing Jackbox, and it looks like they have 7 people, and it looks like they're playing What the Dub, so that might be cool. For Pete's sake, we're gonna try For Pete's sake, people. All right, we're gonna try and raid For Pete's sake. Once again, have a great evening, and check out these promos right here while the raid happens. These are friends' channels. Griff the Merciless, his channel, Wise Fools Podcast on YouTube, up top in the center. To the left, Shrub God, streamer on YouTube. To the right, Bob Show, streamer on YouTube and Twitch as well. All great friends. And Drunken and Gaming, check out the Drunken and Gaming channel on YouTube. The raid will be ready in a few seconds. There we go, 9-second countdown. And then go to moosumps.com. That's just some of the books you can see right there behind Shrub God. And yeah, always good to promote friends. There we go, the raid.